You ever trusted someone that much? You gave them your money, your treasures, perhaps your aspirations, only to discover that it was all a trick. That betrayal, that sting of having been cheated. It is not about money, it shatters something within you. And that is why Indian Penal Code Section 420 exists. Section 420 is the Cheating and Dishonestly Inducing Delivery of Property Act. In plain language, if someone fools you into handing over your money or property by lying, deceiving, or making false promises to you, they can be penalized. The law provisions for up to 7 years in jail, along with a fine. But to get a better idea of this law, let us take a walk in the real world. Consider the 1990 scam of Harshad Mehta, a person who used fake schemes to manipulate the stock market, destabilizing the very roots of India's economy. Thousands of innocent investors lost their savings. That was not merely financial scam, about national trust being hurt. Such cases come under the shadow of Section 420, or consider the Satyam fraud of 2009. The chairman, Ramalinga Raju, admitted to fiddling with company accounts by more than R7,000 crore. Think of the employees, the shareholders, and the small investors, individuals who had believed in the assurances of a company, suddenly seeing the company melt away like a deck of cards. Another case of cheating at the top. But fraud does not always bring news with large headlines. It can also lurk in small, ordinary tragedies. The student who pays lakhs for a false overseas job offer. The housewife who believes an online vendor for gold ornaments and gets nothing but a hollow package. The farmer who invests in a chit fund on the assurance of double returns and gets nothing. This is the agony that Section 420 attempts to combat. But here's the catch. While fraudsters are punished by Section 420, it has been abused as well. False cases are filed at times for just harassing competitors or settling scores. Picture yourself an innocent person, but taken through courts for years bearing the label of a 420 case. That's why people use the term 420 loosely to refer to cheats. But for others falsely accused, it becomes a lifetime label. And then there is another issue: delay. Cases under Section 420 in India take years, sometimes even decades. By the time justice is delivered, the victim's life might already have been ruined. So we ask, does punishment heal the wound? Does 7 years of imprisonment really mend the shattered trust, or restore the lost money? Now, let us consider the world today. Fraud has assumed new forms: online fraud, phishing calls, cryptocurrency frauds, bogus e-commerce websites, deep fake job placements. The criminals are getting smarter by the day. But is our law catching up at the same pace? Section 420 is robust, but can it match the pace of the digital world? At its core, this law is not so much about punishing cheaters, it is about preserving trust. Because society operates on trust. We trust our savings with banks. We trust our investments with companies. We trust our transactions with strangers on the internet. If that trust is broken, society itself implodes. So this is the question: is Section 420 sufficient? Is a 7-year jail term and fine enough punishment for someone who ruins lives? Or do we require tougher, quicker, smarter systems that can deter fraud, recover losses quickly, and restore trust? I pose this question to you. What's your opinion? Is Ipc Section 420 just and effective, or does India require a tougher, smarter law to handle the cheaters of the 21st century? Tell me in the comments. Is it justice, or just a start?